Welcome back to Friday Night Prime, powered by Patco Transportation. I'm Jackson Jeffrey.
And I'm McLean Callanan. Let's get into the action.
Of course, we have to start the night off talking about the 360 sprints. The Summer Sprint Showcase, TSN cameras covering it all, and a bunch of wild action. Westbrook holding up the bounty for one more week. McLean, you got a chance to catch up with him before the races? Let's take a look at that.
Here at Dylan Westbrook, got the Sprint Car Showcase tonight. 10 grand to win, plus the extra 2 off the bounty. Does that put any more pressure on you guys?
Not really. Just gonna treat it like a normal Friday night. Definitely 12 grand would be nice, but just gonna go out there, still racing for points. So try not to do anything too crazy, but just go out there, be consistent, put in laps, and hopefully it works out and we get the win tonight.
And the World of Outlaws show is coming up soon. Are you guys ready for that?
Yeah, just slowly been getting stuff ready. Just a couple different things we've got to run with the 410 car, but I got the engine stuff, all the different fuel tank mount and all that's ready. So probably after next Friday, that weekend, put the engine in, fire it up, and be all ready to go for the Outlaws when they get here.
Here at Darren Dryden, Sprint Car Showcase tonight, and a bounty on Dylan Westbrook. You've been close all year. Do you think you have what it takes to get it done tonight?
Yeah, I think so. We just need the track conditions to favor us, I think, and put all of our pieces together and see what we can do tonight. I think we got a shot. And
you ran the PA Speed Week. How did that go?
Well, we didn't run the PA Speed Week. We ran a couple of races with the Ohio guys. Attica ended up running out. Then we ran Fremont to kind of gear up for this coming Monday. We're going to be running with the high limit guys on Monday, so tune in there to Flow Racing. And we ran really well. We went forward every time we hit the track, and I think we're getting a little more comfortable in the 410. The whole idea is just to get some seat time before obviously the big shows here. And I think we're moving in the right direction.
And you guys think you're ready for that Outlaw show here?
I think so, and we're going to be running those two, and we're going to continue with the that speed week there, and run a couple of shows with the high limit after that, and see what we got. But obviously, what we've been dreaming of all year is just the home track race, because we're comfortable here, and a little more power under the hood doesn't hurt anybody.
And you're the owner of DJD Gear, DJD Graphics. You got the new the mat here for the trailer, fire suits, wraps all over the cars. How does it feel to see all that around racetracks?
Yeah, it's cool, and obviously, us going and racing with the U.S. guys, we're kind of expanding out there, and it's cool to see the recognition. And obviously, we wear the logo proud on all of us, whether it's on the car or on our shirts and stuff like that. And yeah, now we even got floor mats, carpets, and toolbox mats. We kind of do the whole package for any team, and get a lot into the merchandise too. So fan apparel, all that. Anybody needs anything, hit me up.
Standing by here with Jacob Dykstra, the 5D. So Jacob, kind of been a while since we talked to you. How are you guys in the team feeling?
We're feeling pretty good. We wrecked the car a couple weeks ago, and we're just starting to get back. And it takes a lot after a hard hit like that to get comfortable back in it. And hopefully this week is the week.
Another big story this week is it's the Summer Sprint Showcase tonight. $10,000 to win. Plus, there's also Dylan Westbrook's bounty. So that could be 20 grand to anybody who could topple him off. Also, TSN cameras are here. Got a lot of new faces who are going to be coming on watch tonight. How does that feel to be running such a big race so early in the season, knowing what's coming up later on?
It feels pretty good. Just kind of helps us really for the Nationals, kind of understand when some of these big guys come down. And 20 grand is a lot of money. So we're going to try our best and try to not make as many mistakes as we have, and put a good night together.
Looking forward to tonight, what are some of the things that you and the team have to nail down if you want to put that car into victory lane?
Just being consistent, really. It's moving up to 360 class. We were struggling kind of getting all on the same page. Like with the crate, we were all relatively really close on the same page, and this year we're struggling a little bit. But just got being consistent, always being on the racetrack. It changes a lot here, and every time we just got to look.
Sitting by here with DJ Christie. So, how's it going tonight?
Pretty good. We're pretty excited for this. 20 grand to win tonight, 10,000 to win, and 10,000 with the bounty. So we're hoping to come back $20,000 richer.
Yeah, that was my first question I was going to ask for you is the Summer Sprint Showcase tonight, super big night, especially with that massive payout. Also, TSN cameras are here, which means that this race is going to get a lot more eyes on it than normal before. So how does that mean to run such a big race so early, especially knowing what's coming up next in the next couple weeks?
Yeah, it's badass to have TSN here. It's always cool when I do videos for my buddies sitting in a bar and TSN's on TV and I'm on there racing. So we got a few big weeks coming up. We're did a lot of 410 stuff about to happen around here with the Outlaws coming to town, and then we're going to be off to Ransomville and Weed Sport. So we're pumped for the next month of July, and we're going to be busy.
Yeah, that was another big question that I was wanted to talk to you about. McLean and I saw your schedule. You're running a lot of 410 races. How does that differ from constantly running that and then jumping back here into the weekly racing?
I think it helps a lot with the 360 stuff because it just slows down what we're doing a little bit, and you can really think about what you're doing inside the race car a little bit more. So every lap's going to help us, and especially 410 laps.
One final question for you is, what do you and the team think that you guys have to do to nail down that $20,000 tonight?
I mean, we were pretty close the last time we were here, so if I can just minimize our mistakes, I think we'll end up on the top of that podium.
Standing by here with Kyle Phillips in the 21. Tough break for you. Talk about what happened and what put the car out.
Yeah, we were struggling a little bit early on, so we started 13th tonight, a little bit further back than we'd like to. It's kind of how this year's been, but had a lot of speed right away for the 5 laps that we were running. We got up to 7th place, and then either the drive shaft or the yoke on the back of the crankshaft broke, and that ended our night. So pulled into the infield and watched the rest of the race, and Dylan had a good race with Darren, so it was fun to watch, but it sucks that we weren't out there.
Yeah, tough break for you and the team. What are some of the goals that you guys are going to want to have when you come back next week to try and hit it hard and to have a better night?
Well, finish the race first and foremost. That's probably our biggest goal, but I don't know. I'd love to get up on the podium this year. Top 3 would really set this year off for us, and obviously everyone's hunting for that win, but it's a tough crowd out here, so we'll see what we can do.
One last question for you is another big topic for tonight is the track. It changed a lot throughout the night. Talk about how it was when you were driving on it.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen it pretty heavy this year compared to previous years, and it's tended to get kind of rough, but tonight it was heavy early on and the track stayed pretty smooth, and it allowed for pretty good racing.
As they come down the backstretch, they're back at it.
He's going to go to the inside this time, but I'd be shocked if he doesn't slide across the nose of the 39.
Darren Dryden to the outside of Corey Turner, off the corner at the line. It's going to be Corey Turner continuing to lead. Dryden riding there in the second spot. Here comes D-Dubs, Dylan Westbrook with a run.
Westbrook closes in on the back bumper of the number 12. Both of them have to lift.
Oh, Darren Dryden threads the needle. Now down to the inside of Alex Hill, but here comes Dylan Westbrook around the outside. He takes the lead. Slides up in front of him, and he'll see the white flag of the Cedar Springs Landscaping starter stand. Winner of the Summer Sprint Car Showcase, $10,000 in the bank goes to Dylan Westbrook.
How about it for the man, D-Dubs, Dylan Westbrook.
Welcome back to Friday Night Prime. Ron Logie was so close to that bounty, but Beagle got away with it.
Standing by here with Ron Logie, the 97. Got to be a good night for you, but talk about how close you were to taking that bounty home.
Yeah, as I said out there, I could taste it. There was a few times I didn't hear Beagle come up on me, and when I got out front, I just thought, just hit your marks, just go careful. It's a really slick track right now. I think I can hang on to it. And then all of a sudden, Ryan Beagle came up beside me there, and I bobbled a little bit. He got around me. Then I followed him the rest of the race. There was one time in 4, he got right crooked, right sideways. He had to let off. I got right back to his back bumper again. Thought I could clear him, but I didn't want to do anything dirty. He cut down in front of me right going into 1 and 2, and then I backed off because if I got into him, he would have went around. It's too slick out there. So, he drives me clean every single week, so I thought I'd do the same, and, that's... those guys are good. I mean, anytime Dave and Beagle and Bailey, every time they're out there, they're coming. They're going to make a march to the front. So all you can do is try and get out there ahead of them and hit your marks and stay ahead. And tonight, just one spot too far back. But that's the great thing about racing. There's always next week.
Yeah, you've had a bit of a wild season so far, but you're seeming to be on the right path. You're seeming to have the car hooked up. How long do you think it'll be until we put this 97 in victory lane?
Next week. No, I don't know. I've got this last week was a tough week for me. I couldn't start the feature last week because the engine issues I had, so I got that fixed up. And then I've had lots of help from Steve and Kyle Tomaski from Tomaski Transmission. They've been helping me with the car this year. My dad, he's been awesome. Helping me out, and this week I cracked a rib, so I couldn't do a lot this week to work on the car. So he came over and helped me get the car ready and that. So if all goes well, if I stay healthy this week, don't fall and break any other ribs. I'll be going over the car with a fine-tooth comb, and maybe next week's my week. Who knows?
Here with Ryan Beagle. Got to hold off the bounty from Ron Logie one more night. Talk about that.
Yeah, it was good. We missed the first lap skirmish there, and just picked away at it and kind of tried to figure a good way around Ron, and we got the job done.
And talk about the track tonight. Was that more your style?
Yeah, it was a little bit slick. There was still some brown in it, and you definitely had to find the brown stuff. And yeah, it's been the last few weeks been a lot better than the start of the year, so I'm happy about that.
Here with Dave Bailey. Talk us through your night. Had a bit of struggles there.
Yeah, it was eventful, but all worked out in the end. Beagle kept the bounty alive for us and made it back to third. So all in all, pretty good night, but just not exactly what we wanted, but still respectable night.
And talk about that racing surface. Was it something you enjoyed?
Yeah, seems like the track's really coming around. Should be great for when the Outlaws get here. Looks like maybe they moved the blocks in or something's different about the bottom, but really smooth racetrack tonight, and you could run from top to bottom. So we managed to come from the back still to third, so lots of room to race out there.
Start at the tail, so what that did, move the outside lineup. Oh, here goes Dinning around right in front of Bailey and Trevor DeBoer. Beagle trying to edge ahead of Go Fast Teeple, but he's got Zach Bleach to his inside. Teeple's going to have to woe up off of corner 2. Checkers will go up in the air, and Ryan Beagle, the big dog's going to go back to Slack Lumber victory lane.
For over 40 years, Patco Transportation, together with Encore Transportation, has helped move business across North America. Based in Ayr, Ontario, with a second terminal in Dalton, Georgia, this family-owned company is built on experience, reliability, and service. Patco Transportation, your LTL, truckload, and special events carrier.
Let's take a look at the crate sprints who had a wild night of racing. Brett Stratford made his return with a good run, and we got a chance to talk with the winner, Jesse Costa.
Here with Jesse Costa in the 52. First off, I gotta say, it's gotta feel so good to finally break that streak and to get another win.
Yeah, it's really good. We've not been struggling with the car the last few weeks, but it hasn't felt the same. So came in here with a bit of a plan, make some changes, see if it works, and I think obviously it seemed to work, so we're happy with that.
Could you go into detail a little bit more? Could you explain kind of what are some of those changes that you guys made, or what were you guys thinking about changing to make it happen?
Don't really want to say. I don't want the competition to know, but just a couple things with the car, just feel-wise for me that I felt like the car hasn't had the last few weeks. So made some changes for that, and I got the feeling back I'm kind of looking for as a driver. So, yeah.
Another thing is, talk about the track tonight. That was another big story, the way it shaped out and kind of some of the grooves that were developing. How did you feel racing on that surface?
I was a little bit kind of sloppy to start the night, a little hammer down, but feature time it was good. There was a top. I know I seen Liam beside me, and it slicked off enough on the bottom where you had to hit the bottom. There was about a half car, 3/4 of a car length or car width on the bottom you had to hit. So yeah, it was good racing.
One final question for you is, talk about the Action Sprint Tour. Gotta be cool to get that first win on tour and to hoist that trophy up above the wing.
Yeah, it's cool. You know, with a little extra money to win tonight, and the big wrench is cool. We wanted to put that one on the shelf at Nathan Ackland's shop, so happy to get that in the shop for him, so we can look at that the rest of the year.
Standing by here with Curtis Connell. So it's been a long time since you've been here at Ohsweken Speedway. Talk about coming back.
Well, looking forward to coming back. Hopefully keep it on all 4 this time, since last time didn't end up too well, but I'm excited to be back. Been running out east all season this year, learning the small tracks and the technical side of not holding your foot wide open, except for Can-Am, which is nuts, but I'm really excited to be back here and back at Ohsweken. This is the home track for me as far as I'm concerned.
Another big thing that's important, how much of Ohsweken Speedway are you going to be running here for the rest of the year? Is this a one-time thing, or are you going to try and hope to get in here as much as you can?
I would love to get here a couple more times before the Nationals. I don't really know. It's hard to work. We're really busy with work right now, so Friday's a hard day to get away, but we'll see what we can do, see how we do tonight, and go from there.
That was the last question I was going to ask you is what are some of the goals here for the Dirt Cowboy?
Again, amen. That's it. Keep it on all four and amen. And load it back in the trailer.
Standing by here with Justin and Hernan of Matco Tools, sponsor here for the Action Sprint Tour. So guys, how does it feel to be the presenting sponsor for this tour and such a competitive class of sprint car racers?
We're just super excited to be here this evening and being able to have the privilege to sponsor this great event. We have some of our local distributors here and being able to support the event from our community and being able to invest back into the community from our tool sponsorship. So it's pretty awesome.
Another big story tonight is the TSN cameras are here, which means there's going to be a lot of big looks, a lot of new race fans who've never seen this kind of action before. So how does it feel to not only have your big event, which is drawing in a lot of people, but also the TSN cameras, which are going to put even more eyes on the sport and your guys' brand?
Oh man, I didn't even know that TSN was going to be here, so I heard that just a few minutes ago. So that's pretty exciting. One, for the racetrack and being able to have that national publicity, but also from our brand perspective, I mean, being able to have that out there forefront to really try to grow our brand and footprint in the market is super exciting. I mean, because so many of these technicians use our tools day in and day out, and to see that sponsorship on this is just huge and being able to grow that in the market.
One final question for you guys is, what's it going to mean when you see a driver hold up that giant wrench in victory lane?
Oh man. For me, I mean, it's going to be pretty exciting to see that, the Matco Tools brand on there and seeing that trophy being held up. And then, Hernan, I don't know what your thoughts are, man, on seeing that trophy hold up there.
Well, first of all, I was impressed on the way they manufacture it and how stylish it is. And I know one of these guys is going to take it home, put it in that garage, and just flex it, right? That they won it. So we're really excited to award that to the winner tonight. It's just an honor to be here.
Here with Lance Erskine, first night of the Action Sprint Tour. Do you guys plan on running the whole series?
We'll see how tonight goes. I mean, if we get a good night in here, we'll go to Buxton tomorrow and maybe jump on the tour. It's pretty cool what these guys are doing to make the Action Sprint Tour happen again and get a good points fund. So I want to support it the most I can for sure. So see how tonight goes.
And you had Nick Sheridan in the car last week. Do you guys think you have something good for the field this week?
Yeah, I mean, put Nick in the car last week. We've been struggling recently, so he's been good. He was a good help. We changed pretty much the entire car, so it's going to be different than what it was. So, and obviously we showed some speed with it. So Nick's a good driver, but we'll just try to replicate what he did last week and put a good night together here.
Well, Lance, are you one of the veterans now of the crate sprint division?
I guess so. I'm kind of getting old. Been doing it for a couple of years now, so seems like there's new faces every year, and I'm just hanging around still.
You've been exciting to watch for quite some time, and it did seem like last year you really hit your stride. You were a threat on a number of nights, and now this year the class is blowing up with people coming back to it. So how exciting is that for you?
Yeah, it'll be cool to see where I shake up against guys that are returning and just a number of cars. A lot of good guys, probably 10, 15 guys that could win every week. So it'll be cool to be in the mix, and it'll be a good night of racing every week.
What are your plans this year?
Just to run Ohsweken, maybe some of the Action Sprint Tour stuff. I know that's coming back. That's pretty exciting. So I'll try to support that as best I can. We got a big year. We got Brown Auto Service back on the race car this year as our primary sponsor. So that's exciting for us. They're out of Brantford. I'm out of Brantford. So it'll be a good year.
Yeah, different look for sure. I know last year there was talk that you weren't going to make a run for any points championships this year. Are you going to try to run the full Ohsweken schedule?
Yeah, I'm going to run Ohsweken. I wasn't sure what it looked like last year for me with the end of the year and the funding, but we got good funding this year, so we'll be back for the full schedule.
How important is it going to be every week to qualify well?
It'll be really important. They changed the format up a little bit this year, which I think will suit us better, to be honest with you, post the Ren and Pill draw. So it's fast guys to the front. I know they do a 4-car invert, so it'll be exciting to watch, and I think it'll be better for the fans too.
I'm trying to remember, the weeks roll in, the seasons get muddy together.
Yeah.
Were you among the fastest cars most weeks in practice?
Usually, yeah. I'm not trying to be cocky, but I think we were usually in the first half of the field, when we went out for hot laps.
Well, and that's the reason I asked, because some people are good all night. Dylan Westbrook is good every time he gets on the track. Crates are different because the practice track is very, very different from what you're going to run in the feature.
Yeah.
I know you ran really well in features.
Mm-hmm.
You had a line you ran that nobody else seemed to be able to run the way you did.
Yeah, the heat racing and the hot laps is definitely different than the crates because the cars are so even, right? So they're all the same speed. So even the guys that aren't at the front in the feature go hammer down in hot laps and they can get a good lap in. So that's why hot lap qualifying deals can be really interesting this year, I think.
Oh, it should be a lot of fun. Have you adjusted your goals at all based on the fact a lot of drivers are coming back to the crates that were very successful in the crates before?
I just want to chip off wins, man, like the best I can. I know we've luckily got a win the last 2 seasons, but like I want to try to get multiple wins, just improve, where we didn't last year, where we're kind of lacking. So just improve our feature finishes and then hopefully that'll improve our overall points.
Has anyone else learned to run the line that you run?
Yeah, there's guys that run the top too, but like some nights I'm up there for no reason, just going backwards. So it depends on the track, really.
It's not even the top. It's the middle of 1 and 2. There's like 100 feet in that corner where you would be going 20 miles an hour faster than anybody else.
Yeah, my car bites off of turn 2 for sure. So I think we got a little something figured out there, and we'll just keep at it and hopefully keep improving.
Adrian Staley spent a lot of time behind the wheel.
Boy.
Oh, Ken Hamilton almost sent it over. Austin Rose will move to the inside of Andrew Hennessy. He'll take the 4th position down the backstretch.
Slow to the green, Jeremy May got a huge launch on the outside. Gonna hold up.
Big flip up in corner number 3, up and over multiple times.
You know, when you play in this sandbox, eventually you're going to get some thrown in your face. And tonight, not a great welcome to the dirt here from Matt Boyce.
Here comes Al Slate trying to get the run and the lead at the line. Didn't quite do it.
Time through 3 and 4. Jesse Costa down low. Liam Martin hits a run. He's not going to get there. Costa for the win. Liam Martin second. Brett Stratford rounds out the top 3.
And how about it, Jesse Costa?
Freight doesn't move itself. It takes timing, trust, and a team that knows the road. For over 40 years, Patco Transportation, together with Encore Transportation, has served the North American marketplace with LTL, truckload, and special events freight. Family owned, cross-border ready, and built to deliver. Patco Transportation, moving business forward.
Now, let's look at the highlights where we had an action-packed night of great racing.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Big pile up here on the front stretch. We've got one up on the wall. I believe it's Joe Stevenson. Elslager started all the way back in 14th. Oh, a little contact there. 5 cars wide down through 3 and 4. Off the corner they come. Will we stay green this lap? Looks like we'll make it. 4 now, making 5 wide behind it.
Nick Erskine in the orange 64, working the outside lane, got a good restart, kept that momentum going through 3 and 4.
We have got a show for you here in the mini stocks tonight. Here comes Riley alongside the door, Wade Thorne. Thorne leads the lap. Don't count out Elslager, working the bottom lane. They're going to come 3 wide out of corner number 4. Checkers out, and at the line, Alex Riley is going to pick up the win.
Welcome into Slack Lumber Victory Lane, Alex Riley, who's pumped up and excited about this one. Alex, you've won a ton of races. How can you still be this pumped up after a regular Friday night win?
Oh man, that was exhilarating. I was foot to the floor and just, I don't know, I found something up top and it hooked up. You know what, we've had a rough last couple of weeks. We haven't finished 2 of our last 3 races, so it's nice to finally finish one. So, gotta thank all my crew, my sponsors, K1 Speed, Niagara Ice Dogs, Impact Promotions, Pet Value, Runner's Edge, everyone that helps us get here. My dad, JP, Uncle John, Michelle, Lucas, and shout out to my new niece, Everly.
You hit them all, congrats.
Thank you.
Alex Riley, everybody make some noise. Wade, solid drive. I mean, it's got to make you smile a little bit when it's good, clean, fast, and fun like that.
Yeah, I mean, we're bringing the car home in one piece. It's not tore up. It's clean race, and Timmy and I were battling so hard for the lead there. Alex and I, that was a great race. You can't ask for anything better than that. I've kind of been sucking this year, so it's nice to be back on the podium.
Great job, Wade.
Thank you. I got to thank all our sponsors, Contrans, APC, Jibs, Norheat, everybody that's been helping on this thing. I mean, we've spent so much time on this car. It's nice to see some results.
Congratulations, Wade Thorne, second, everybody. Jeff, you were coming at the end, man. I think you needed a couple more pepperoni sticks to get this thing rolling, but the bottom, you had the announcer screaming, here comes Ohsweken, what a run. Could you have gotten there, Jeff?
No, not without Dornham. Yeah, I just wanted to run clean. Yeah, I needed a few more laps, man. It was too many cautions. Every time I pass through people, I get a caution. I have to go back, so it is what it is, but great run. Love it.
Anytime you end up on the podium, great run. How about it for Jeff Ohsweken, Wade Thorne, and your winner tonight, Alex Riley, everybody.
Wade, when it comes to being a contender in the mini stock class, your car is always among the fastest. But last year, only 2 drivers were able to collect more than 1 win. You were one of the drivers with 1 trip to victory lane in points-paying races. Were you happy with the results last year? You had to be happy with the speed, but let's talk about results.
Yeah, we started off, we had a tough season to start the year. We had a couple breakdowns, and then, we rallied about third way into the season and just started finishing up near the front, kind of collecting some points back. Being able to pick up a win was awesome. Contending every week it's tough in this class. I mean, we got the rules package so close together. We're 28 cars battling for the same spot week in, week out. It's hard to qualify in, and everyone's just getting so competitive.
It's kind of the starting point, though, isn't it? Being competitive on every type of track, whether it's heavy, whether it's slick, and then the little things that you can do within that and making the most of your finishes. How much does it hurt your performance preparing more than 1 car to come to the racetrack?
I feel like it's not diminished us too much. I mean, we've been pretty consistent, always been a top 10 contender. Lucky to pick up wins almost every year. We've been running 3-4 cars out of our shop. We've had multiple feature winners out of almost all of our cars. We were able to win at Brighton this year too. It's definitely just a lot more work. We got to rely on the guys in the shop a little more. My dad does so much. I mean, we're both trying to get off work early on Fridays and get off work at least one day during the week earlier that we can get back and spend 5-6 hours in the shop getting them all prepped.
So why do you do it?
It's just nothing more fun than just driving junk cars in circles.
And letting your friends do it. Like you bring a lot of people in, and it's a business for you, I believe. I don't want to.
Yeah, it's a bit of a business for us. It allows us, to keep growing the sport. I mean, I feel like we've pulled, a lot of guys from the asphalt over to the dirt. We've had some dirt guys come and drive our asphalt stuff. I mean, I feel like racing has just been getting hurt the last few years. We've lost a couple of racetracks. We're just trying to keep the sport growing and never dying. And we've brought some good guys like Sean Taylor came around dirt. Spencer Riddell's he's going full-time dirt racing this year. Just growing the sport and having more guys that you like racing with, I think is always good.
Have you run into any issues on the track with teammate cars?
Really, there's only been one incident, and it wasn't really a driver issue. It was in my first year. Ashton Dickey was driving for us near the end of the season after he blew up. His right rear tire failed. The hub came off, and then I drove over the tire, and both of our cars were wrecked.
Yeah, it's a tough night.
Yeah.
But just seeing the smile on your face from doing it, obviously, and I see the people you've brought over from other disciplines of racing. So it's exciting for all of us that we have you as that ambassador and introducing people to the dirt and growing the class.
Yeah, it's a great time. I mean, every time we get all these guys in, we've had Pro Challenge drivers, we've had late model drivers, Oscar Hot Rod guys, guys running big cars. They jump in the 4-cylinders, and the amount of people that hop in these things thinking, they're not that fast, but you get out of Ohsweken Speedway in a 4-cylinder and you just put your right foot down and do not pick it up till the end of the race, and nobody leaves that place with a smile on their face.
That's awesome. Let's just real quickly to close out, what will make you happy this season?
Another win. I try not to set expectations too high when we go to Ohsweken. We just always have fun. It's fun just being there. Every year that I've put a lot of pressure on us to go out and compete for a championship, we always end up falling short early in the season. We get some big wrecks. Just stuff we can't control. So, we just every year, the last couple of seasons, just been, let's just enter the season with a good outlook, just have some fun. My dad's coming out full time with me this year. We're lightening up a little bit on the rental stuff. We have a few guys signed up, but we're just going out to have fun this year.
And that just about wraps up another episode of Friday Night Prime, powered by Patco Transportation. I'm Jackson Jeffrey.
And I'm McLean Callan. We can't wait to see you next week.
Woo!